What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and today we are here to try out an Amazon Echo Dot. I've never had a real goal to try out Amazon smart speakers. What happened is I received this one as a gift, and I couldn't turn down the opportunity to unbox this and compare it to my Google Home Mini. Now, before we go any further into the video, I do want to say, if you've been following the channel, you know that I'm into a lot of the Google products. I've got the Google Home Mini, the Google Home Hub, the Google Pixel 3 XL, the Google Pixelbook, all those kinds of things. But I gotta say, there's probably gonna be some pretty cool things about the Amazon Echo Dot, and I wanna point those things out as well. So let's go ahead and unbox the Amazon Echo Dot. We're gonna turn this around here and open up the flap, and then we're gonna pull out the Echo Dot. Now, looking at the device here, you're going to see that we have quite a few buttons. We have a volume up button, we have a volume down button, we also have an action button, and we have a button to mute the microphone if you don't want the device to be listening to you. Looking at the top here, this is like a plastic material, and then we've got this soft fabric here that you'll also see on the Google Home Mini. Now, the other nice thing we have going on here with the Echo Dot is going to be a light ring that goes all the way around the unit here, and it'll be interesting to see what color that will be. Now, if we take a look at the back here, we actually have two ports, and this is kind of cool. You've got the port for the power supply, but you also have a port for an audio output to go to external speakers. Now, looking at the bottom, it's going to be pretty plain here. All you're going to have is some information and the Amazon logo, a serial number probably. So back to the box, we're going to have some instructions here. The black manual is going to tell you a little bit about the Echo Dot and how to set it up. The white card will just give you a few basic things you can do with the Echo Dot. Moving on here, we're going to have a power supply underneath the blue flap there. Okay, so here we are with the power supply, and as you could tell earlier, there is a port on the Amazon Echo Dot, and it's not going to be micro USB, and it's also not going to be USB-C. It's going to be that round kind of plug there, that style plug right there. So let's go ahead and compare the Echo Dot to the Google Home Mini. Now, if you follow the channel, you know that I'm a minimalist, and you can obviously see which unit looks more minimal, and that's going to be the Google Home Mini. But again, the Amazon Echo Dot has some pretty cool things going on here. You have these physical buttons, and I could say from using the Google Home Mini, you can use volume up and volume down on this unit, but it's kind of tricky to figure out because of the shape. And if you're not paying attention to how it's plugged in, you might not know where to tap on it to turn it down or turn it up. The other cool thing about the Echo Dot is you have the action button here, and you also have the button here to mute the microphone if you don't want it listening. Now, on the Google Home Mini, you also have a button to mute the microphone, but it's a little more hidden. It's not as accessible, so if you have this thing plugged in, you probably have to pick it up to figure out where it is. Whereas on the Echo Dot, you can just go ahead and press the button. Now, I would say if you are someone who likes having buttons to make using a device easier, the Echo Dot is probably going to be better. But if you like more of a cleaner design, more minimal looking, then you're probably going to like the Google Home Mini more. Now, if we look at the sides here, you can see that the Echo Dot has this soft fabric, and it is very similar to what is on the Google Home Mini. Then there are the ports on the devices, and the Amazon Echo Dot is actually a little bit better because we have a port to output audio, whereas the Google Home Mini just has that micro USB port. And that's a plus with the Echo Dot because I kind of like the idea of being able to output to bigger speakers if this device isn't loud enough for your taste. As for the underside of the devices, it's really not seen all the time, so it's going to be pretty simple, and it's just going to have the respective logos on there. Okay, so the next step here is to plug in the Echo Dot, and we want to see what color this ring will glow and if it'll blink or flash in any particular pattern. So let's go ahead and plug this into the wall.
Hello. Your device is ready for setup. Just follow the instructions in your Alexa app.
Now, in order to get the Echo Dot working properly, you do have to download an app called the Amazon Alexa app, and it's a free app. But anyways, I'll post some screenshots of this app on the Google Play Store because, of course, we're using an Android phone. and then you can see what that looks like. Now setting up the Echo Dot was actually really easy because the app walked me right through it, from connecting the device to my Wi-Fi network to personalizing it with my name. Now once I got the Echo Dot set up, I had to connect all my smart lights and smart plugs to it so that I can control all those devices with the Echo Dot. Now the interesting thing was I had to change my smart plugs from the type of device it was, which was a plug, to an actual light. So when I told the Echo Dot to turn all the lights on, it would treat the smart plugs as though they are lights as well, because we also have bar lights here and I have a plant light behind the camera there. Now once I got all this set up, I was a little bit worried because I didn't know how it would affect the usability of using the Google Home Mini and the Google Home Hub here to control lights as well. But the good news is I found I could use both interchangeably. I could use the Echo Dot to turn on everything and adjust everything, and then I could go to the Google Home Hub or the Google Home Mini and I can make more adjustments or turn everything off. So you could start with one thing and finish with the other. So let's go ahead and try this out. Alexa, turn on the bar lights.
Okay.
Alexa, change the sync light to red.
Okay.
Alexa, change the sync light to white.
Okay.
Okay, Google.
Dim the sync light to 1%.
Sure, setting the sync light brightness to 1%.
Okay, Google.
Change the sync light to blue.
Sure, changing the sync light to blue.
Okay, Google.
Turn off the sync light.
Okay, turning the sync light off.
So as you can see, this works pretty flawlessly. You can use both interchangeably and it's really smooth. Now the thing about the Echo Dot is when you give a command and it completes it, the assistant gives a simple okay. It's nothing very long. Whereas on the Google Home Mini or the Google Home Hub, you get more of a real answer or a real response back. So the Echo Dot and the assistant on there seems a little bit more basic. The other thing that makes the Echo Dot and the assistant on there a little bit more basic is you can't change the voice. In fact, I asked the Echo Dot if this was something that could be done, and the answer was no. Now on the Google Home Mini or the Google Home Hub or on an Android phone, you have several different options for the voice of the Google Assistant. And this is nice because it gives the Assistant more of a personalized experience. So I gotta say, this thing is really nice, and there are things about it that I like a little bit more than the Google Home Mini. I love the LED ring indicator on here. That's really nice, especially in a dim or dark room. The buttons I really haven't played around with too much, doesn't really matter to me, so that's actually fine. Now I did notice when it comes to volume control on the Echo Dot is from a 0 to 10, whereas on the Google Home Mini and the Google Home Hub, you've got 0 to 100. So you can have a finer tune of adjustment for the Google Home Mini and the Google Home Hub. Now, I haven't had much time to really play with the Echo Dot, but it seems to hear me a little bit easier than the Google Home Mini. Now, I haven't tried too many requests here outside of using my smart lights and smart plugs, maybe adding something to a grocery list and playing music. But then there is music, and what we do know is Amazon and Google don't get along well. So I couldn't find Google Play Music on here, which makes sense for that reason. Just like YouTube wasn't available on Amazon devices for a long time. I'm not sure if it still isn't, but that was a problem there. So instead of using Google Play Music on the Echo Dot, I've had to actually use Pandora, which is fine. So Pandora works pretty good on here, but the problem is I'm really into the Android ecosystem, so I use Google Play Music, and I've got purchased songs on there, so that's a downside for using any of the Amazon smart speakers. But overall, I really do like this, and I'm definitely going to continue to use it because it's really good just to control smart plugs, smart lights, and other things that are going to be smart that I look forward to getting eventually. Okay, so here we are with the Echo Dot here, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited about this. I didn't think I would really want to use it because I've got the Google Home Mini and the Google Home Hub. Those work so well, and obviously again we're in the Android ecosystem. But I think this is actually going to go into the bathroom. That way I can control things with this. I've got basically everything almost set up. Wasn't too bad, didn't take too long, did it all through the app. But this is actually really cool. I actually like it just as much as the Google Home Mini, if not even a little bit more. And for me, honestly, I didn't think I would say that. I didn't want to say that. So that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, make sure you leave a like. Again, if you have any questions or comments, as always, drop those below and I'll do my best to answer them. And who knows, maybe I'll make more videos based on those questions and comments. Also, I want to say, if you are in the comments and you're helping people by answering questions I'm not answering, and that may be because maybe I don't know the answer or maybe you beat me to it, huge shout out to you. Thank you. That's why I love YouTube. We're all helping each other and we're all enjoying technology together. Now, if you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. And all that'll do is it'll allow people to see that we're getting more and more subscribers and this channel is actually really good. So that is pretty much it for today. And until next time, Leon checking out.